Today I want to talk a little bit about the 50 Ford, what we've been doing. Editor, put in a picture of what it looked like the last time I seen it, please. So we have done a T-5 install. So this is the stock 1950 F1 frame, and we kept the Flathead. And we installed this T-5 transmission out of an S10. I thought, I suppose we should talk about shut up birds! Government spying on me, because we all know birds aren't real. So all this noise in the background is just that. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about what I've done and what we're doing. So the install is actually super simple. I use this Speedway adapter that I got, I don't know, 7 years ago now. I've had this thing forever and just never got around to this project. And then of course we got, like I said, T5 out of an S10. Any one really work. Preferably you'd probably want the one with the cable driven speedo if you're keeping your gauges, your original gauges. But I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Crossmember, that's a good point. Okay, so in order to make this work, you have to remove the stock transmission crossmember, which is also kind of a problem, right? Because that's where your pedals bolt to for your clutch and your brake. So you have to remove that. And now I got this one off of the eBays. It was the cheapest one they had. It was like 70 bucks. But I think it was worth it, because not only did it come with this cut the length crossmember you see here, it also came with the transmission mount that fit the transmission I was going to use, and it came with a bunch of other random stuff. It came with another mount for an engine if I was going to put an engine in something. So I have a free mount that I might use sometime. So that's pretty much the install. Believe it or not, the angle of the engine is right about where it needs to be. Once I get all of the weight on the frame, it'll change a little bit in the front. It should come down in the front, which is what I'm planning on it to do. And if it does, it should be right where I want it, at 3 degrees down. And if it's still a little high, we can shim it up. So should be easy, because I think right now it's at almost 5 down. But if the front comes down, it should be closer to 3. And then, like I said, we can shim it up with washers if need be. But this install has kind of led me to another problem, right? How am I going to do my pedals, my clutch, and my brake? Now, I kind of was thinking about putting them on the firewall of the cab, right? But this truck's mostly original. It's still going to have the Flathead. It's still going to have most of the original stuff on it. So I didn't really know if I wanted to put anything on the firewall. So we decided just to keep them under the floor. So I picked up this unit right here on eBay as well. Came with hydraulic clutch, came with a brake booster. I mean, it wasn't exactly cheap, but for what I got, I think it's okay. So I'm kind of eyeballing where it's going to go right now. I have this mount in here for it. The original pivot point was right about here. So I'm taller, so it's going to be sitting a little bit forward. We'll see if it's going to interfere with the cab. And that's actually what I'm doing right now, is we're getting ready to put the cab on. I got all the cab mounts and hardware. So we are going to remove this shifter and set the cab on and see what it looks like when I have the pedals in there. But that's about it for Dad's 1950 F1. There's some other things I guess I can talk about while I got you here, right? I think we're going to do away with, for as of right now, we're just going to keep the 2-barrel on it. But I found these really nice individual throttle bodies, and they come in sets of 2, so I'd need 4 of them. But the spacing's pretty close to the Flathead, so I think and they're EFI throttle bodies, right? So I think it'd be really cool to just get rid of all of this junk on top, just everything. put this like on the side of one of the heads. I think they have a bracket to put it right here. So put that over here, get rid of this oil canister, do a full flow oil setup, and like this, you know, get rid of this stuff here, oil or a fuel pump and all that, put electric fuel pump on it, right? I think that would look pretty good. I'm probably gonna do an electric fan, and I've been toying around with the idea of doing electric water pumps. So obviously the water pump is your engine mount, right? So maybe cut these off, get a big threaded fitting to put in there, and then use them electric water pumps like they use on BMWs and stuff. Have like 2 of them, one for each side, right? I think that would be pretty tits, but that's just me. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't know. Is there anything you guys want to see on this project, right? Because, I mean, there's a whole lot of build videos on these trucks. So, you know, it's probably already out there. But if there's anything in particular you guys want to see how it's done on this, let me know. I am going to do disc brake mod on the front, which is actually super cheap. It's 2 brackets you buy, comes with the hardware, and then you just go to your local parts store and you get the calipers that fit from like a Malibu or something, and the rotors, and it just bolts all together. So I think that's what we're going to do for that. Just, I don't know, I think it'd be neat. Yeah, so this is kind of an impromptu video. We're down in the bottom shop, which we've been trying to get clean, but we took 1 load of trash out here already, and the winter hit, and we've been lazy so far this summer, and the birds are just dragging in all of this dirt and straw and shitting, so it kind of sucks, but we're kind of getting the fleet lined up against this one wall. So we're going to get a rear end under this car and get it up in the top shop and start doing stuff on it. We're not going to talk about that car today. That's another video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we will talk to you later.